Before I take you on a video of my trails, let me show you where the trails truly start. Right here. Here was where I lived, and I cut that first pine tree down. I swear to God, I wish I could live here one more time for the rest of my days. I remember them woods down there. I remember my dad when I was 3 or 4 years old going down there to play basketball with the neighborhood kids. He's just as young. Yes, my parents were once young whippersnappers too. Yeah, I can remember the friends would come over like me and my college age friends used to do so many years yesterday. I can remember my dad chased me around the yard here with the water, with squirt water on me. Just doing a video where I used to live here. The backyard of this place. I want to live here again one day. Before they can, hopefully, I hope they never cut down these trees. That would just be a tragedy. There's the ditch. Well, we'll go there in a second. The ditch. We used to... I used to call this ditch Flowerland because I spent many hours playing in the ditch when I was growing up. Well, let's go see my trails. Here we go. Down Farmgate Road to where my trails are. Girl's got some long arms. I remember when I was probably 3, maybe 4 at the oldest, being in my front yard looking down the road and seeing bulldozers as they were paving out and making way for this road here to be built. Neighborhood kids playing. Hey! Go into the trails! I know! Spiders, I'll just step on them with my foot or crush them with my fingers. They better watch out for me. Well, here we go. There's the entrance to the spooky, dark trails. Well, let's go. Here we go. There's where they begin. Damn mosquitoes. Here is another entrance that takes you to my trails. The end of Rail Fence Drive. You go through them right there, and about 100 feet back, straight not exactly ahead, you come to the beginning of the trail. Or I hope they don't call the cops on me for walking through their yard. You can go through here, up the hill, I can remember riding my bike through here. I can remember the hollow tree. Oh, let me... Now, this birch tree done grown over. I'm lost. Well, anyways, there's the hill. Used to be, right there used to be a hollow tree. And I remember we used to ride our bikes up and down that hill. This place is growing over, which is really a good thing, because I guess it's one less interest that some people can come back here. I want this place to have the feeling of seclusion. And there you take that path, it'll lead you right to the beginning of my trail. As we are walking back to where my bicycle is, and where I'm hoping somebody didn't freaking steal it, even though I had the thing locked. Didn't stop them from stealing my bicycle one day in February of 1996. I had my axe with me. I was walking around the neighborhood looking for my bicycle. They called the cops on me because I had this kid walking around with a big axe. Well, the cops gave me a ride home. You should have seen the look on that one cop's face who knew me when he saw it was me, like, I should have figured it was him. Bike is still here. Let's go home. Beyond those trees, in the direction I'm facing, I think, is my house at Farmgate Road. 1410 Farmgate Road. These on the cornfields. For the longest time, they were strawberry fields. That right there distresses me. Used to never be able to see beyond that. There were woods there at one time. Now you can see beyond through to that huge building where they build airplane parts, or that Kinston Regional Jetport, or the Global Transport. Right there are the woods where my other trail begins. They're getting mighty close to cutting down the woods in my trails, and it's distressing. Will I be able to buy those woods, make enough money to buy the woods before it's too late? Now they want to build something in that where the woods were at one time, and it's distressing, I tell you. Because at the end of this road, Airport Road, is the Global Transport. And you see how close they are to my trails and what I still call home. Now I wish before God my trails could look like these glorious, dark, thick woods. Now these are some beautiful woods. Can you believe right there in the early 80s there used to be a house where a black family lived, and they had their own dumpster in the backyard. Well, the house burnt down around 87, sometime around there. Now it's all grown up with woods. Beautiful woods. The man who owns these woods assured me he will not sell these woods to be cut down. And I give him a 3 thumbs up for that. The man who owns these woods, which I wish my woods and the trails could look like, has been a good friend of my dad for decades and decades. I can remember my dad mentioning his name and I was like a child. So long ago. Beyond there is Original Parrot Academy, a private school. I can remember when I was a child, the barn right there was some of the spray painted class of 80. It's gone now. But I can remember when I was 5 years old being in the backyard with my mom, and they were having a football game or some kind of game. You could hear them screaming for joy. And I remember mom had telling me I was going to go to school one day, and to hear them screaming for joy, it frightened me, because it mean I'd be doing something totally new and alien to what I was doing in the backyard in the ditch as a child, and it scared me to think I'd be one day one of those making those joyful noises. It scared me. This was all farmers' fields back then. Of course, when they were building these buildings back then, I was happy, wanting our town to grow and get big. Now I wish it could be farmland again. I just want to live in a small town, but be close enough to the city where I can go and party. I want to party and live it up in the city, but I want to come home to relax and live it up in the countryside. Am I a city boy? No. Am I a country boy? No. Well, am I a city boy? Yes. Am I a country boy? Yes. I'm both. Like the ocean, like God says, hither shalt thou come no further, hither shall thy proud waves be stayed. The city is like the ocean. It only comes so far into the country and it has to stop. And then you can go and relax and find some constancy in the country, away from the shifting waves of the city. Oh, and the trail. If you look carefully enough, you can see the 4-lane highway. Not too long ago, that was all woods. They're tearing this city up, and it still ain't getting no better. It still sucks.